Many thanks for joining us this Wednesday morning. It is City Stand and I'm Michael Adekunle. We say a big thank you to all our supporters on the platform, all esteemed viewers supporting us on this great platform. We appreciate all of you. We say a big thank you for your daily support and to my respondents at the stand. We are always here on daily basis to analyze issues with us. We say a big thank you to you. Thank you for your consistency. Thank you for being regular on the platform. All right, it's a channel where the opinions of people matter. Yeah, the opinions of people matter on this platform, and that's why we make sure your opinions count when you analyze and when you drop your opinions in the comment section. All right, kindly share the program if you're watching us. Also like the program. I can see 2 likes as I speak. I can see 2 likes. Please let us make it more. Let's make it more than 2 likes on the platform this morning. Michael Daniels, good morning. You're welcome to the program. I can see you in the comment section. Also, Imafida, if I'm not making a mistake. Yeah, Imafida is here. Yeah, thank you so much for joining us this beautiful Wednesday morning. The 4th of February 2026, the 4th of February 2026, what we have on the New Telegraph newspaper. And I'll also be reading some stories from my phone, but let's quickly move down to the New Telegraph this morning. Insecurity, Kogi shut schools across state, says it's preventive measure. Kogi state government shut schools across state, says it's preventive measure. Pride, good morning, Pride. Welcome to the program. Thank you so much for joining us this beautiful Wednesday morning. Also to page 4 of the New Telegraph newspaper, 79 Nigerians, other Africans on criminal list face deportation. 79 Nigerians, other Africans on criminal list face deportation. This is on page 4 of the New Telegraph newspaper. We'll move down to another story on top of the paper. DSS arraigns the ex-Attorney General of the Federation, Malami's son, on terrorism financing, firearms possession. This is on page 2. Of course, we know this man has been facing it seriously since last year. And as we speak, the trial still continues. All right, we move down to page 6. Reps begin probe of concessionaries operating airports, seaport terminals on Energy Summit. This is on page 3. Nigeria stands with Africa, global partners to deliver secure, affordable energy. This is what President Bola Tinubu has said. I welcome you all to the program. I say big thank you for joining us. And before I move to our reviewers, I need to quickly tell you that the FCT Minister Nyesom Wike has taken wahala, that's trouble, to Oyo State, as he has cleared interest in the political structure of the state. This is what many see as a challenge to the governor of the state, Seyi Makinde, and his influence ahead of 2027 election. Let's see what happens as regards that. Also, World Bank has commended President Bola Tinubu's economic reforms, saying it is now becoming a global reference point. It is now becoming a global reference point, says World Bank. We appreciate all of you for joining us this morning. Of course, Vincent is here. Good morning, Vincent.
Good morning, Mike.
How are you doing, sir?
Good morning.
You're welcome to the program.
Thank you very much.
How are you doing?
We bless God. Thank God that I'm here standing, and we thank God for a new morning. I want to say that very good morning to our esteemed viewers that have kept faith with this great platform, City Stand. And good morning, Nigeria. Good morning, Mr. Michael Adekunle.
Welcome, sir.
Yeah, I'm good, sir. How's your family?
Yeah, fine.
I want to also use the opportunity to appreciate our viewers all over the world. I want to thank you for always keeping faith with this platform and always identifying with us. Pray that God will continue to keep you as well.
All right, God will continue to keep our esteemed viewers on the platform. And that's what we pray for on a daily basis on the program and after the program. What is World Bank saying this morning? What kind of praises is World Bank praising President Bola Tinubu? The World Bank says the economic reforms of President Bola Tinubu is yielding the desired results, and it's becoming a global reference point. But the question is, Nigerians are still lamenting. Nigerians are still talking about food inflation. Nigerians are still talking about fuel cost and all of that. What do you have to say concerning this?
Well, to me, I want to say, you see, governance is about making life better for the people. Any economic reform that does not translate into making life easier and better to the people, I can assure you it's I don't know how to really describe it. You understand? It's like what you have on paper, but in reality, it's not touching the people. We want to see policies that are people's friendly, policies that are able to, remove people out of poverty. Policies that are able to make, the environment business friendly. You understand? Like, for example, we want to see major critical sectors being affected positively, like the agricultural sector. You understand? We need to see Nigerian becoming food. When it comes to food, we need to be sufficient. You understand? We need to see a government that is reducing on importation because they have increased their productivity. We've not seen all of these things. You understand? So whatever they are saying does not really translate to good life to Nigerians.
Mr. Vincent, how can World Bank praise President Bola Tinubu while millions of Nigerians are sinking into deeper poverty? Food costs rising on the daily, transportation costs rising on the daily, inflation in all ramifications.
You see, I'm not a fan of Bretton Woods institution. When I say that, World Bank also inclusive, and IMF. You see, when these are people that will shout out policies that are anti-citizens in all ramifications. I've never seen people any country that have gone cap in hand to World Bank or IMF that is not being held at the jugular by their stringent policy and conditions. And if you recall, when I take you back memory lane, you will see that look at Africa as a continent. Look at Rwanda today. Look at Burkina Faso of late, that is being ruled by a military junta. They didn't run cap in hand to all these international monetary organization to solve their domestic this. They look inwards. Why can't Nigeria too also look inwards in that in that regard? I want to believe that whatever World Bank has, whatever credits World Bank has given this this country called Nigeria, falls under the ambit of armchair theory. It does not really translate to tangible results. Because I want to believe that when you say, you remember, you also recall our dear lady, Mrs. Kojo Wela, did say that when she was asked, she said that there is stability in the economy, but there is no growth. And what does that sort of translate? As a management scholar, I believe that if there is stability, there is no growth. Like you are still where you are, there is no movement. That's in dollar terms. I think I want to believe that whatever World Bank has said so far is just playing to the gallery. It does not translate to the betterment of every citizen of this country.
Are there things we don't know that they know? Are there things we are seeing that they are seeing that we are not seeing?
You see, they might, I want to believe policies.
And they are available to certain information.
You see, policies are not shown.
And as far as some information is available to them, they privy to certain information.
You see, for all I care, the information that is available to them, if it does not translate to a tangible evidence on the lives of the people, then it still fall under that throes of fiction. Because any fictional, because I want to believe that whatever World Bank has said so far falls under the ambit of fiction. It does not translate to realistic terms. But when you now put that side by side with our general livelihood as citizens of Nigeria, it shows that whatever they say they can always reverberate in that Oval Office called IMF or World Bank. It does not really trickle down on our lives as citizens. But that being said, when you now look what has been playing out, because government is only trying to, because also we should not also lose the sight that before this statement, you can see the way our government has been going about trying to launder our image by paying some kind of a body over $9 million. Are we sure that the same thing is not being done under the curtain in this regard? Because we are now approaching an election year now. Everybody needs some. And I did mention this platform. Propaganda is a tool. It can either be used as a negative or positive. It's a political tool. And World Bank coming out to make this kind of assertion, it shows that a lot of things need to be checked concerning this statement that they have brought to the fore.
We all understand that the president has been traveling outside the country to woo investors. According to Kunle, the president has been going there to woo investors from France to Abu Dhabi, from Abu Dhabi to Turkey, from Turkey to different parts of the world. What has been the impact of these trips?
No impact.
Are these to impress the citizens that is working or what?
Taxpayers' money were being wasted for close to 3 years with no impact. How many investors has he been able to woo into Nigeria that we presently have in this country? Imagine it was a private organization. Would you continue to waste money on something that does not yield results? This government has a lifespan of 4 years, and you're almost, we're almost in the 3 years. You understand? And you've been traveling around the world. In fact, in January, the president has used almost the whole of January traveling around the world with no result to show that this is what I've been able to, achieve as a result of my travel. You understand? And that is why we are saying that whatever governance is about the people. Until it translate into a meaningful life to the people, you are just wasting taxpayers' money. You understand?
All right, away from that, let us quickly move down to Oyo State. Yeah, there's political tension building in Oyo State. Wike has taken his trouble, like I said earlier on, to Oyo. He has declared interest in the political structure of that state. What's Wike trying to do? You see, from Abuja to River State, and from River State to Oyo, where Seyi Makinde reigns or rules as the governor.
You see, it's only in this part of the climb that we will continue to witness this kind of oddities being played out. And you see, it's a sad commentary on our democracy. If you now take you elevate personal disagreement into a kind of a national discourse. And when I look at what Wike is trying to do, Wike is like, I want to believe that for crying out loud, that it needs to be checked mentally if it's really okay. You have not even finished eating what is left with the River State saga. You are now making your foray into Oyo State. And what do you stand to gain? Is it a personal thing? Are people going to be the one to benefit from this kind of a monkey fight? For crying out loud, Wike need to be put to check. And also, he's even making a foray into Oyo State politics. Cannot be unconnected with the PDP primaries that was held and which was championed by Seyi Makinde. The matter is still very much in court. The other day, there was a court pronouncement stating that a reversal of
the convention happened in Ibadan.
Yes. And now, another court sitting in the High Court is also affirming the stance. You can see the legal tussle that is going, the legal big bags between two blocks, claiming to be the authentic block for the party. You see, when you continue to look at all these things, what does it tell you? I think if judiciary want to hand any name to itself, I think they should rise above board and do the needful and state it the way it is written in the ground norm called the constitution to really come to a logical conclusion on this matter. Or else we'll continue to play kind of a monkey game, a big dollar affair till 2027 will arrive, and then that party might not be on the ballot box. And that's just my take for it.
It seems Makinde, she is losing grip to external forces. And with what Wike is doing right now in Oyo, it's going to be a big problem for Seyi Makinde. He has said it all, that he won't hold PDP for another party to be in power. That's what Seyi Makinde is saying. And all this tussle, all this political tussle is just because of the 2027 election.
Yeah.
So what will happen to Seyi Makinde's influence if Wike eventually take over or controls the political structure of the state?
I would like to look at it differently. I see Wike and Makinde working in cahoots. Whatever you are seeing is just to paint a scenario. But in the real sense, I see them working for the emergence of Tinubu. That was the same thing they did 2023. You understand? We are likely, this field they are seeing is to ensure that they cause more confusion and then ensure that PDP is finally buried. We are likely going to have an APC ADC 2027. You understand? Whatever they are doing is for the emergence of Tinubu. We have seen this game before. You understand? We have seen Makinde went to see the president. Was it few weeks ago or less than a month ago? You understand? So Wike, you can imagine somebody who is working for the president still claiming to be in PDP. You understand? You have a Makinde who already has nothing to lose. This is his second term. You understand? They may be playing a game that will, finally, of course, if the crisis continues, it means you are saying that the members of PDP should begin to look for other parties to join. You understand? So I expect to see the ADC looking at what is happening to the PDP now and, swing into action. We need to see them, okay, as this crisis is going on, we need to see them upping their game, in terms of, challenging this government. We need to see a formidable opposition from their part, but we are yet to see that. That is my concern.
You heard what James John said, that all these plans to work for President Bola Tinubu. I don't see that. I don't know if you support
you see, to some extent, I might tend to support some part of what is submitted. But when you look at Nigeria as a country, every day we wake up to a new thing, because you never can tell where the pendulum is swinging or gravitating to. And before the now, Seyi Makinde was invited. Held a closed door meeting with Mr. President. Nobody knew what really transpired between the two. And I know very sure that he couldn't have been unconnected with politics. And when you look at the dynamics of our political experiment, you will see that today it is A that has taken the front burner. Then B is still as very, very at the back. Tomorrow you see D overtaking A. You really cannot tell who is who, which is which, what is going to be the outcome. But that being said, what I equally maintain is that all these kind of creating some kind of some theatrics for us to embrace is not good for our democratic experiment. If we must say the fact. But all what we want is that we want to see something, a very concretized move in betting a very good democratic experiment in all the regions, or rather in the country, so that Nigerians will have a say in everything that concerns them. Not all this elite coming, trying to drive the show all the time. until, you know, I've always also been an advocate of a very good electoral template where everything will be legit. Let our vote count. And I know there is a bill currently in the National Assembly now that is, that people are now yearning for, that it should take a front burner if we must have 2027 as a election on a pedestal of free and fair and equity. And I believe if that is given vent to, I think we will be heading somewhere. Or if it is not done, we will continue to move in circles.
All right, let us quickly look at what the APC national chairman said on Channels Television's Politics Today. Yesterday, the national chairman of the All Progressives Congress, Professor Iwada, says the opposition African Democratic Congress is no match for the ruling All Progressives Congress. Iwada spoke on Channels Television's Politics Today on Tuesday, downplaying the electoral value of some opposition coalition leaders like the ADC national chairman and ex-Senate President David Mark. He expressed confidence that the ruling party is a party to beat, citing some factors that have been attracting opposition governors into APC fold. He says, we have never asked anybody, we have never appealed anybody, we have never appealed to any civil servant. Nobody has forced any civil servant in a letter, verbal. You can bring one video to the effect, and I will apologize. Maybe the opposition is forcing civil servants to, so they will have numbers. I think what he's trying to say here is that they're not forcing anybody to join the All Progressives Congress. People joined voluntarily, willingly. That's what he's trying to say here. And we had the information, I don't know if it's a fake one, but allegedly that they were giving some governors 250, is it million, is it billion or so? Well, how can that be true? Can that story be true?
Mike, for a while now, that
does it make any meaning to you?
You see,
it's not small money, $250 billion.
Silence too can also be, taken as an admittance. You see, a situation whereby this same money, allegedly money, that is being touted in the public space, has never for once been refuted by any governmental machinery. Then it shows that it has some form of admittance as being truth. And when you look at what is happening now, you will know that, I did mention on this platform that our political space is suffused with money. Everything, ideology has taken flight. Everybody is where the left face is where they go. And that is why you see most of the governors, they are moving. If the national chairman, Yotida, will come up and say that everybody does so willingly, I think he's been economical by half. Because when you look at what is playing out, you know what you want. Why have you been going to the governors to cross over? If you are, because I want to believe that if they are not so well, it's falls within our ambit to show you to say okay, we want to align with APC as a party. But why are you jabbooting everybody to toe the line? All in the name of being the party at the center. I want to believe that if you call yourself a party and you are already in government, I think what you should be counting what you have delivered so far as a matter of the mandate being given to you. You understand? Now, if the chairman is coming to say that everybody that have crossed did it willingly, I think he should go back and sleep again. I think he must be in a dreamland.
Now, what's giving APC the confidence that people will vote for the party come 2027? Is it because of performance or what?
Well, I wouldn't say it is performance. You see, our political system is highly monetized. You understand? And of course, no wonder, like you said, nobody has come to debunk in the ruling party. Nobody has come to debunk the fact that money was shared to the governors. That what was really responsible for them, defecting was the money. They have never come to debunk that fact. You understand? So clearly, politics in this part of the world is a commerce. It's about give and take, what I can get from the system. But now I want to challenge the APC. If they feel they are that popular, that, you know, they are truly with the people. We have a bill in the National Assembly about electoral reform. You understand? And they are in the majority. Can they help us pass it? Can they help us pass it? Can they give us a free and fair, credible election? Let them test their popularity. Let them say, okay, this time around, there wouldn't be financial inducement, there wouldn't be any form of manipulation, there wouldn't be ballot snatching. We want to test our popularity, and then let's see if they have the day. It means they are with the people, and if they lose it, it means the people have spoken.
All right, to the comment section, we have Trudy saying APC is in a panic mode because Nigerian citizens understand the game. APC has failed the people, and this election is between APC and Nigerian people. All right, move down to Tinubu. He says the APC chairman was so good at the interview with Seun yesterday. Kudos to him, a very fine man, gentleman. All right, Tinubu on this. And the team says, Michael, as you see and so, APC will grab Oyo State and nothing will happen.
You see, the prolonged instrumentality of government in grabbing power is an anathema to a true and transparent democracy.
And I think that's what Wike was trying to say.
Yes, because
declaring interest in Oyo State.
Yes, you see, you know, Wike has always been a spoiler.
Like a spoiler.
Yes, because he did it by even patronizing what we the skirmishes that we have in PDP as of today. And when you look at he's now making another foray into Oyo State, maybe there are some power blocks within the APC. Go and do the same job for us today, then you get paid for it. I think that is what he's trying to get up, to do.
All right, thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
I appreciate you, John. Thank you so much. Good morning, Philly.
Good morning, sir.
Mike, you're welcome to the program as well.
Good morning, Adekunle. Good morning, sir.
Well, say good morning to you.
Is there any difference between Nyesom Wike, the FCT Minister, and President Bola Tinubu, politically? Looking at what is happening right now, why would Nyesom Wike declare interest in Oyo State? What does that mean to you? Is there anything he's looking for in Oyo State? Is he trying to take over the political structure when he knows fully well that there is an incumbent governor in Oyo State?
Mr. Wike, somebody like a Wike and Tinubu, there's no difference. In both sides, because Wike is also copying what Tinubu is doing. And Tinubu was in Lagos State and he has interest in what happened in Edo, what happened in Ekiti, what happened in Ondo, Oyo State. So likewise, do you know what they told us? This man is requesting for Kwankwaso in Kano State. He's requesting for 20% of the political structure in all the nation. That was one of the conditions to join APC. I don't know how to is that one. So an average politician that wants to turn himself to a godfather, we want to expand his tentacle. We want to cut across the nation. Is it too much for him? When somebody uses his power, to conquer the whole nation, look at Tinubu. He started from Lagos State. He will surely have interest, in every other state. That's what Tinubu did. So, and I don't think Nyesom Wike is very wrong in having interest. In what is happening in Oyo State.
Is Makinde under threat with this declaration?
He's under threat. He's under threat, and he will be on the horn of dilemma now.
Definitely, they will make the state ungovernable for him.
Not necessarily ungovernable, but the next political dispensation, I think Seyi Makinde now, he will not know where he's heading to now, because on the platform that he want to rely upon now, it's not to write home about. We cannot say anything about it now. Is he a really PDP or a fake PDP? And if he lose out completely now, because I know he can appeal, but if he lose out completely now, will he rematch himself with Wike, or he will go to ADC? These are the questions that we need to ask. So at this moment, I think Makinde himself he will not know where to go.
What is the real problem between the two?
The real problem,
both of them supported President Bola Tinubu in 2023. They formed G5 Governors Forum, or what did they form at that point in time?
Let me tell you, the bone of contention between Seyi Makinde and Tinubu is that.
No, I mean Wike.
I'm coming.
Okay.
Something leads to something.
Okay.
Of course, Seyi Makinde, once beaten, twice shining. You have once followed Wike. So you can't completely distance yourself now. But to convince you in 2023 to support Wike, to back Tinubu, and you are in PDP. You cannot deny that. Now, one of the bone of contention is that Seyi Makinde have it in mind that he will be the one that will produce minister from Oyo. The way this man, Wike, Wike don't produce a minister, he make himself minister. Now, Seyi Makinde is a governor. So what is expected of Tinubu is that he should make sure that Seyi Makinde produce minister. But unfortunately, Tinubu don't go that way. That's the beginning of the problem. And since then, Seyi Makinde back out. And when you look at it, Seyi Makinde, or he himself is a governor, maybe he has nothing to lose. You can look at anybody's face. But at this moment, the way the thing is going, the case is not before him at all.
All right, gentleman Mike has said that he won't hold PDP for another party to be in power in 2027. I think this man is really in for this fight. But can Seyi Makinde survive Wike's political machinery if the fight escalates? Can he survive it?
You know, when Seyi was embarking on that charade that he did in Ibadan, even some of us that are not students of jurisprudence knew that he was heading for a ditch. And I said it very clearly at that time that they were going to nullify that convention. Exactly, because the rules are clear. Even your own internal guidance is not being followed. Because one of the rules is that the Congress in all the states should have happened. And as at that time he was having that convention in November 2025, about 3 states or thereabouts have not finalized their congresses. So even on that basis alone, we knew that he was just doing a show, calling it convention in Ibadan then, and the whole thing came to nullity on the 30th of January this year, when the court ruled that the convention is nullified. So presently the odds is favoring Nyesom Wike, and that is why he can have that confidence to say, I'm really interested in Ibadan this time. Now that it's clear that you are no longer in charge, at least for now, pending the time that an appellate court says otherwise, I'm interested in the structure of Ibadan. I'm interested in what goes on in Ibadan and all of that. So, as FM said, she is at a dilemma now. Is between the river and the deep blue, between whatever and the deep blue sea now, which I think is not too good for him, as somebody that has been portraying himself as the leader of that party within that state. So we will see how it pans out, but as for now, he may not find it easy in terms of having full control of the Ibadan structure.
All right, away from that, let's quickly go to what World Bank said about President Bola Tinubu's administration. It's becoming a global reference point. While we condemn President Bola Tinubu's economic reforms, World Bank keeps praising Tinubu on his reforms. Femi, would you call this a genuine endorsement or just a diplomatic politics?
Well, I'm not an economist. I think the only thing I can say about Nigeria economy is what affects my pocket. How can my standard of living, the cost of living, those are the ones that concern me. So, but it's an established fact that this IMF has not been friendly to us. They borrow us money. They use the other one to take it. They indirectly they subject us into what we can call financial slavery. And it has been said very long time ago that it is people that are inside here that should know how we should solve our problem. Our problem should be solved locally. Go and listen to what MKO said in 1993. You know, we have Hope 93 and we have Rehope 2023. So the difference between Hope 1993 and Renew Hope in 2023 is a bit different. That man was telling us that time that, see, we are the one that have the problem and we should be the one that will provide solution to our problem. Not that we go and borrow some funny idea. He said, he make example like, okay, for instance, malaria is a common sickness in Nigeria. It is Nigeria doctor that we should invite to come and treat malaria, not a white man that don't know about malaria. They don't have malaria. So why calling white man to come and treat, malaria that is peculiar to Nigeria? So I think IMF, they will come out to say that one because they are doing, Tinubu is doing the bid of IMF, which to me, I've not seen it coming in a positive way. I've not seen the cogent impact on Nigeria economy. My pocket is still the same as it was. Inflation is still there. Our electricity has not been improved. Our security, we still need to rely on America. So maybe they are talking of a futuristic something. But me, I've not seen anything positive now.
All right, so of course, the president said President Bola Tinubu is laying the foundation for long-term prosperity. I don't know how soon that will come. And if really this is effective, I mean the economic reform that the World Bank is commending, do you think Nigerians should be lamenting? Is it possible? They are praising the economic reform of President Bola Tinubu, yet Nigerians are relocating abroad. They are praising the economic reform of President Bola Tinubu. Inflation is on the high on a daily basis. I think ANTNAM and World Bank are the one really praising President Bola Tinubu. Get one, Mike. Let's have your own take on this.
Well, I think we can, our economists can afford to applaud the numbers. That's their job. They deal with figures. Statisticians can afford to applaud what World Bank is saying in terms of rolling out the stats and tell us that there is great improvement in terms of our economy. But the real issue is that it must be felt. It must become tangible. It shouldn't be something spiritual that is just in the blues. Nigerians must begin to feel it. Be it you are a salary earner or you do business, you should have an idea. You should have a feel that, okay, I think something is adding up here. For instance, some of us that are in business, that produce and into production, we know how much we buy, some raw materials, how much gain we are expecting, and all of that. We have an idea of it. That's our own economy, to put it straight. That microeconomy is what we can relate with at that point in time. And so it's the same for even the salary earner. If you look at what you earn and what transport is taking out, what housing is taking out, and some other basic needs, you should have an idea whether indeed there has been improvement, or what power is taking out, what telecom is taking out, and all of that. But I want to give you an idea whether there has been improvement or not. So beyond the numbers that World Bank from time to time throw at our faces, I think Nigerians should also be in the best position to say if indeed the economy is improving. And you know, crime has always betrayed statistics generally. If you look at politics now, you look at elections, you look at opinion polls when it comes to elections, you'll be shocked that if you should conduct an opinion poll now, the winner of the next election, the opinion poll might tell us but by the time the real voting happens, may not be among the first 10. So our environment has always betrayed statistics and all of that. So the World Bank must understand that they must look at the real people, as the Constitution puts it, that the security and the well-being of the people shall be the primary responsibility of governments. Section 14, subsection 2B is clear about that. So it is about the people, it's about the well-being of an average Nigerians, and that is the true economy.
All right, Antnam says not only the World Bank is praising Tinubu economy, the IMF and plenty of reputable news organizations were bed of a feather. I read a publication from the Economist yesterday, and they praised the reform. Jagaban should carry on. This is coming from Antnam.
Mr. Michael, I always say that I don't have problem with any reform or any sacrifice you ask us to pay. It's for our future, it's for our children, it's for the incoming generation. But my issue is this: why we are reforming, why we are enduring, what are you doing? Are you not spoiling yourself with enjoyment? Why we are reforming? Okay, go to Ekiti State.
You all feel the pains together.
You all feel the pains together.
Some people will be enjoying, while some people are
suffering. And you are saying you are reforming. You should bear the pain.
The pains.
That it is not only the citizens that are supposed to bear the pain. Governments will also bear the pains as well. So okay, they should come and tell us now what sacrifice are they been paying now? Have they reduced the cost of the governance? Salary. How much is the salary of Mr. President? That one is even a peanut compared to the kind of enjoyment these people they embark upon.
I saw Oyo+World yesterday. I don't know if that is you look at that AI.
You took it from my mouth. I was smiling while you were having that conversation. I wanted to impute that recently Oyo+World told us that the prices of food items have gone down drastically, and we now saw the reason why Oyo+World made that statement. You cannot be at the feet at about 30,000 feet above sea level, and be doing massaging with one Olosho from South Africa. Oh my God! And you will not misjudge the way Oyo+World is misjudging recently, that the prices of food have now crashed. We now saw the reason why he made that statement.
Anyway, Oyo+World is a popular Oyo+ of Nigeria. Yes, it's a popular of Oyo+World.
Like his name, Osho.
Yes. The person that recorded that video or something like that should be arrested.
Why? I don't know why he should be arrested.
How did the person get that shot?
People will not forget so soon how Oyo+World was. People of Edo, they were crying when they saw the beauty Oyo+World brought that time from Ethiopia. And what happened eventually? It's a white elephant project. The lady has run away. We have started to follow another Olosho now. That is where our money will be going to. And they are asking us to bear, depends. Go to Ekiti State. Go and look at their budget. See the priority. See how they prioritize what they had. 68 million. Maintenance of office, 150 million. Tell me now, how reasonable is that?
For how many millions of people?
I don't understand. But look at what happened. What happened yesterday? We saw that people are crying because more money are being given to the state, and the development is not commensurate with what we are seeing. When you start posting to the money they are collecting. In the first place, I said to myself that even if they double the amount states are receiving, our money don't have value again. Yes, salary earner, they are now earning more. So more money should be given to the state, but consecutively that money is increasing every year. The 2024 one is different from what they receive in 2025. So the money continue to be growing, yet the development, we don't see it. I don't know the kind of reform they are talking about. So
according to what we are saying this morning, with Jima, what is saying, the World Bank are not Nigerians. Okay, the World Bank is not Nigeria, and you can't tell the blind man that there is no salt in the soup until taste it. Nigerians are the only people that can attest if the economy of Nigeria is good or not. Absolutely, which is the fact. But to Antnam, it's not. It shouldn't be seen that way. Antnam says, talking about malaria, who produced medicine for you, Mr. Femi? Is it not the whites? Is it not white men?
So we don't produce drug in Nigeria. No, they don't produce drug in Nigeria.
We have indigenous.
Who produce paracetamol? So is the paracetamol important?
They have something like antibiotics, yeah?
Yes, now. So we don't have pharmacists in Nigeria. Yeah, pharmacists.
All right, reform is working. Please, you guys should know that. This is from Anthem. Reform is working.
Okay.
It takes time to fully kick in, but its effect can be felt. It's feeling the effect.
It doesn't take much time to loot the treasury. But when it comes to the impact of the economy on its people, see, if you believe, and I've always said that on this platform, Michael, if you believe politicians that will tell you that, wait, it takes time, you are gone now. You are gone, because as early as far back as early 90s, we have been hearing these songs of it takes time. They painted the picture of the year 2000 for us. I said it on the platform. They painted the picture of the year 2000 for us, early 90s. You would think that by year 2000, Nigeria will be in the sky. Now we are in 2026. 2026. That is 26 years after that visionless visions at that time. We are still discussing those issues. So why would anybody want to give me the excuse of it takes time now and I will listen to it? I won't.
All right, reform is working. It takes time to fully kick in. That's what Adnan has said. Yeah, Nigeria is now Nigeria is now great for investment, or maybe it's now good for investment. That's what he's trying to say. He goes on. It's not about your personal belief. It's about macro and microeconomy. Reality is economy is being reformed in a positive path.
When you are hearing micro, something that is not feasible, no problem.
All right, don't forget that the same World Bank praised Buhari's economic policies throughout his 8 years. Who is receiving who?
World Bank.
All right, GOA says APC government primary responsibility is to fall down in Turkey. No, I didn't digest before reading. All right, GAA Oshomole in private jet, robbing feet, is reforming.
That's our part of our economy reform. Our economy is in the future for sale money. Oh yeah, now
it's reforming things.
Yeah, reforming things
by massaging the leg of a woman. All right, even the economics article I mentioned also said the government should cut wasteful spending.
Okay. All right, you mentioned that.
Tinubu says which opinion poll is that? Shure cannot even come 10th in the next election. Now, I was just citing an example. That's what Gentleman Mark was saying there. Good morning to you, Baba Yagali. You're welcome to the program. The announcement still continues. Yeah, prices of food did crash. Check this video. You see northern farmers crying about losses because of the food crash. All right, Anthem goes on. That could be his wife. You know he's married. Okay, you know he's a married man.
Married to
or you know he married a woman. Sorry, that could be his wife. You know he married a woman from Cape Verde a couple of years ago. You might still have connection there.
That one has gone. That Ogbanje he brought that time. That one has gone. It's another one.
He said Cape Verde.
This run
away. That one has run away now.
This one now come. The identity of this one is not hidden. The is a content creator person in South Africa.
So she's from South Africa.
So people knew her.
You know to deal with Nigerian dates.
You don't know how these people spend your money. You will bow if you have an idea of how our money is being spent. These guys don't understand what you are talking about when you say something is hard. They have no idea of what you are talking about.
So they don't do donation in Nigeria. They bring them from South Africa, Ethiopia.
Thank you so much, gentlemen. I really appreciate your contribution. Say good morning. How are you doing?
Good morning. Good morning.
Suma, you're welcome to the program.
Yeah, good morning.
The economic reform of President Bola Tinubu is becoming a global reference. What is World Bank actually talking about? Of course, President said Tinubu is laying foundation for a long-term prosperity, laying foundation for Nigerians for a long-term prosperity. Which economic reform is what we're talking about? Is it the rubbing of legs by Shomole? Or which one are you talking about?
No,
Because in that video, it seems Shomole was trying to reform the leg of that beautiful lady.
But why are they doing it in a private jet? They should look for one of the hotels in South America and go and eat themselves there, you know. But for them coming to, you know, I don't know whether Oshomole actually owns that private jet. I think it should be investigated. How much is Oshomole's salary?
Oh, that is not AI.
Which AI? What will be AI? AI for that kind of leg? It's not AI. My brother, it gives you an insight of how the whole thing is being played out at the end of the day.
Antman says that could be AI.
Okay, I'm telling you, a lot of people has looked at it very well. Me, I looked at it, I saw the chemistry, I know that Oshomole, that is not AI. You know, when Mr. President fell in Turkey, they say it's AI, but you can see clearly it is not AI. Okay, you can see the fresh leg, the straight leg, and you can see the girl relaxed. You know, and I'm sure chemistry actually took place there.
How kind of chemistry?
Well, that is Shomole. You don't know him. You don't know Shomole. Yeah, but can such a thing happen anywhere in the world? Can such a thing happen in America? How many times have you seen this kind of atrocity, immorality being played out? But anyway, that's not the bone of contention this morning. The bone of contention is this morning. World Bank, IMF. My brother, let me tell you, you know, they have advised Nigeria over and over again to run away from IMF and World Bank.
Run away from
institution
or body
but
that are telling you that
are you not
have you to talk about sustainability? How can we sustain the reform?
How do we sustain it when we saw Oshomole, who is a member of the APC party, leaving what he's supposed to do as a leader in the nation and be rubbing a woman's leg? That's what they do abroad. That's what they do. They come to the national TV, they paint a certain picture. But behind the scene, man, that is where the problem is. What do these people do behind the scene? Think that they care about us, and I'm telling you that unfortunately, many Nigerians does not understand what they mean, what World Bank is talking about. This is just an unfortunate projection that they are expecting 7% GDP growth. Does not mean that it has. Of course, we have seen severally of this statement coming from IMF and World Bank. You do not know why the United States of America today said, you know, they are withdrawing their agenda on globalization. All these organizations are you know, are threats to African development. Because if you look at the ratio and the way they put some certain interest on loan given to African countries, compare it with other countries of the world. Africans are being intimidated by these organizations. And that is why you see very clearly that America is withdrawing their support in organizations like this. What are they coming to tell you when you have nothing to show on the private sector, which is the basis of rating any economic development? There's no, I don't see, they can be bribed. Yes, they can be bribed to come and issue this kind of statement, because we all know that for you to sustain a viable economy, you must look at the private sector. If the private sector is not functioning minimally, then there's a problem. You are coming to project 7% GDP growth, and everybody is jumping. My brother, they investigate very well. This is lobbying. But there's nothing to show. And I'm telling you, America that want this organization are withdrawing their support and saying, no, go and do whatever. They are withdrawing their support. Is World Bank that coming to tell us that, you know, an average Nigerian is buying a pint of Gary 5,000 or 10,000? What is the value of Naira? So what we're always seeing in this kind of a thing is scenario is always, government propaganda.
Should foreign institutions like World Bank even tell us what success looks like?
No, wait, that's what I'm saying.
This body,
Use your communal economy, use your private economy, individual economy to justify the multiplying effect on over 250 million people. Okay, let us remove that. Inside that 250 million people, 10-20% of them are the elites or the supposed rich class. I remember the same World Bank a few months ago said that Nigeria has added, people has moved to poverty.
So 140 million people.
Now why for you? Who they whine us now? Who they whine you? Who? The same people. Like I always say it, there's no need of saying do this, do that, do this, do that. Like, let us understand that the only thing, if Bola Tinubu is looking at that direction and said, okay, like if the news is correct, I'll take her to an extent. I want to commend him on that. That the electricity bill or draft or whatever it is that's undergoing legislation now should be removed from exclusive of whatever list they have and move it. Let it be independent. Let states control, generate. Maybe we'll be able to step up a little bit, because one of the problems we are having to drive the private macro economy in Nigeria is the lack of electricity, and we have not even achieved up to 10,000 megawatts. World Bank is giving you a report and you are writing GCE about it. It's unfortunate. But Mike, I left, I traveled, and when I get to Asaba Bridge, I said I am not going because I do not have enough money. I have to wait till just, do you know what? From Asaba to Lagos, 30,000 naira. So to where they enter 2,000, 3,000 attached, I will still enter Lagos. 30,000 naira. I have to wait till 12 after 1 a.m. midnight before I can get something way lesser. It has never happened before. Yes, it is extremely. And you are paying somebody 70,000. But yes, Nigerians will have to understand very clearly, that until we go to that point where we see direct impact of the economy on the life of every Nigerian citizen, and not the rich man. But you don't see it now. Do you know? But Oyo is spending $10,000 for one trip of private jet trip. $10,000.
Is he using public fund or his personal money?
How much? Nigerian politicians are they using? Does he have a water factory? They had the humanity to pay $10,000. Calculate the number of days he has stayed with that lady.
This is someone that was once the governor of Oyo State.
I wasn't even with
Was once the governor of Oyo State. 8 years, right? As the governor of Edo State. So you're expecting us to have $10,000?
$10,000.
Once a Labour president?
$10,000 as in
a Labour president for how many years?
My brother,
8 years as governor of Edo State.
So if you are a governor, that means you have to be a governor to loot. You have the first one from Kevate. That one at the end of the day, you know how much that went down.
I have one from Ethiopia.
Okay, which one? See, let Oyo bring all these factors together. But what we are saying at this point in time, do you know what it means to spend $10,000 on a private jet? How much is his salary? Even when he was governor, don't governors have salary? Okay, I'm asking. They don't pay the salary.
Yeah.
Mike, there is more to it. There is more to what we are seeing.
Suma, can we trust World Bank statement, considering the past statement they've made or the institution has made concerning Nigeria? And looking at what the bank said, the body said, what benefits are Nigerians will get from these reforms? Are you feeling the reforms? Are you enjoying it as a Nigerian?
We need to ask the president where he got the money is given to the governor, the effects of the party, the billions of naira. Now, nobody say now. What I want to clear is that will not be part of those that will pay the debt of what we don't know about. Now, when you start that certain amount to governor who are defecting billions of naira, so who are those that will pay it back? Is it part of the let us keep enjoying? And when you get fund from them, you borrow money from World Bank and so. As we know, when you even check it, the interest rate for African countries is much more than other countries. I don't think whether they need someone to open their brain or their skull to now educate them about this. And as a result of it, them not being cared about when it's that want to happen, we have to assume that we are going to borrow. After all the money we owe China and other countries, we are the one that will pay it through tax or one, extortion or the other. And this has been going on. Now, what do you say from one of those who colonize you and those who are studying from your natural studying from you? They are doing business with you. They would say good things about you because they want to keep borrowing money, and we keep borrowing money with higher interest. They are the one that says so day that some few months ago, and that was last year, before end of last year, certain number of Nigerians will be in higher poverty, and now the reverse is the case. When the country is developed or there's progress in the economy, we the masses are the one that we know. And maybe some people think we are jobless here or we are not educated, we don't know what is going on. I will just come here to clap. Every single Nigerian wants a better Nigeria. And that is what, because out of what little way can we participate in the growth if we are not there? Is by coming and giving a critic, say analysis about what is going on in the country, because we want them to hear. If you cannot see the president today, even though you write letter to say emergency, it might take you the end of the year before you can meet the president.
It seems you don't know what we are doing here. That's according to what I am seeing here. Oblade says, I honestly laugh whenever I see willing whalers making a mountain out of molehills. Very funny people. Mookie Great, he's an ally of Oblade Taiwan. He says, bag of Gary is now 20K. 20K today. What are you saying? He goes on, bag of corn, 22K. And Anthem goes on. He's also an ally of these two persons. And he says statistic is not based on your individual situation and feelings. Actually, Bola Tinubu is doing well. This farmer is not a farmer. Our farmers are crying, that they are losing. And Oblade continues, guys, watch out. This man will end up with analysis on dividing Nigeria or Kano.
Yes, because if that's what you think, that is what we are discussing now. Yes. But if it's what we are discussing now, it would have been a different thing, But
before you say anything, Mookie Great says globally, everyone economists, praising President Bola Tinubu's economic reform. Why are people criticizing when people are praising him?
That is
World Bank says it will become a global reference point.
That is those who are actually benefiting.
That it's talking about 2027, 2028 GDP 7% growth. Mike, understand this game. Understand? It's not as if they are saying it,
That is a game or reality.
It's a game, bro. It's a game, bro. It's a game.
Look at the life.
Yes, Mike, me personally, I'm not a member of APC. I'm not a member of PDP.
These guys
I'm telling you now. Yes, they can be, or support based on what compared to what Nigeria have as resources. That every Nigerian, Mike, I quote, every Nigerian, whether you are poor or rich, can be able to afford basic amenities. Mike, we have oil in this country. Most of the resources the world is looking for. There are countries that does not have anything, and still their economy is number one. Okay, to look at it very well. Is Nigeria among the top economy in Africa? Then what is the justification? But all these things you are saying there, a bag of Ghana is now 10,000, a bag of maize is 20,000, all that. Bros, go and do your findings. I don't know what you are driving at. Bros, if you go back to what it was and what it is now, you see that a very
large margin.
In fact, you can't describe that. It's not a matter about I will end up in Biafra or end up on Mazin Namdekan. That is not the issue. When it comes to that angle, we discuss it. We are talking about, the alleged reported. Because I cannot trust Nigerian. Is it not the same Bola Tinubu said that they will give Nigeria 48 hours electricity? Atinam, what does they call that guy? He does not talk about that. And we are telling you that there are indices that determines a functional economy.
He has responded to you. He says, Mike, your contributors are not current with the news. Jagaban signed a bill which now allows state governors and private companies to generate electricity.
Okay, I'm the one that said it here. Mike, didn't I say it here? So what is he talking about? What is he talking about? I think we are just what ordinary work is sick. You are making reference to what I've already said here. And my brother, it's not about passing the bill. It is the effectiveness. Do you know how many bills that have been passed?
Honestly, let me tell you the facts. On this, let me tell you the fact. I'm a proud member of APC, and I owe you no apology.
Of course, you don't owe me any apology. That is correct. And I do not owe you any apology, because my brother, there's always a Nigerian factor. A nation you can be proud of that cannot even have ordinary snake medicine to cure snake bites.
That is a serious case.
Are you not in Abuja, not even in Lagos or in my village? In Abuja, just ordinary medicine for snake bites. What are you talking about? Okay, there is loss of sanity in this country. And that's what we're talking about. It's not about whether you are in an economic environment. But I don't want to know. It's not about their own private economy.
How much is it? Calm down. How much is it?
When Bola Tinubu come into power, how much is it?
This is looking great.
It's about explanation. These are facts. Then, okay, do you know how many people have like a attack every day?
Wow.
That's the pride.
Price of food items is
I don't know what you are talking about. Coming every day, coming down. Are we supposed to be talking about the economy coming down or going up? We are supposed to be talking about stable economy.
stable. Can you ever have stable economy all over the world?
Do they have stable economy? Do they have stable economy all over the world?
No, answer me. Did they have stable? Even in America, did they have stable economy?
Oh, okay. You can see the likes of the saboteurs. Yeah, because I got them. That's what I got them. See, I cannot take goodness serious. You know why I cannot take goodness serious? We have discussed most of these things here. And Mike, you know he betted here that the Kaduna, I can never forget. He brought out his phone and then at the end of the day, with the propaganda work, it didn't work. Mike, the reality on ground is what we are saying. And if you say that, no, I go explain to you, well, of course, that is the reason why I'm here. And I will never carry my walking stick because I'm not an old man. Like, I'm telling you, you see, what we are saying is that how can this reform, the so-called reform, when they came into power, they said floating of the naira, this and that. At the end of the day, what happened? Are they talking about it again? Are they not tired? They are tired. Subsidy or no subsidy? The same World Bank that said they have not removed subsidy. They're not going to say they have removed subsidy. Bros, I told you that Nigerian government thrives on propaganda. I expected him now to come out and say, okay, in Kunles area, there is 24 hours electricity. In Musa area, there is 24 hours electricity. In Chibike area, there is 100% power supply. But do you know why they are saying this? When the national grid collapsed, The only state that was functioning was Abia State. Why? Because there was leadership there. Secondly, assuming that very woman who was supposed to compromise the process of election at that time gave in, would other people be celebrating what they're celebrating today?
No, Alex is actually trying.
Well, responsible and responsive government is what Nigerians are agitating for. Give us that. Okay, Nigerians don't try. I'm telling you, Nigerians are trying. I think to an extent, the most hardworking people on earth are Nigerians.
Yes. Reality 100%. Yes. And we can cover it.
Nigerians that the former president called lazy.
Don't mind that. It's lazy. Don't mind that one.
No, I don't know what you mean by that.
Nigerians are lazy.
Because what he's expecting us that you know once said that since Nigeria is not working, what are the youth doing? He said Nigerian economy is not working. What are you people doing? Have you not seen a different further where they said that the Nigerian youth does not know what we continue to handle them the way we want, because they cannot accept the responsibility and challenge the situation. Like the youths are divided.
All right, away from that, is there any reason Nyesom Wike, the FCT Minister, is interfering in another state's political structure?
I don't know what is wrong with Wike. Yes, I think
he has not taken this problem from River State
to Oyo State. Not only that, he's also eyeing Imo State.
He's threatening Makinde right now.
He's threatening all of them like you in Imo State. Oh, okay, you don't know. Wow. But when you want now, that you want to impress him as governor in Imo State. That is the psychology of the ideology of Dagabanism.
Is Tinubu responsible for all this?
Oga, where are all of them behaving like Tinubu? Why are they behaving like Tinubu?
Does Tinubu behave like that?
I don't know why are they behaving like Tinubu? Why is Wike behaving like Tinubu in River State? Mike, I've told you, I've listened to them, I watched them speak when Tinubu emerged, especially that man that said he came from Abreba. When he was PPA or whatever he called himself, I think they are the most disgusting.
He said, I'm interested in your politics.
Okay, that's what I'm telling you. Let me tell you one thing. You see, that Makinde, I love Makinde. I don't know whether he's performing or not.
Is he ready for the fight?
But let me tell you, the humble licking of a lion does not mean that the lion is weak. Wike is underrating Seyi Makinde. And you might not be able to know how dangerous Makinde is politically. What is his interest? I mean, he's boasting. He tells you that, when Makinde visited Bola Tinubu the last time, there was an indoor that was not made public. And when Makinde came out, he made a statement about PDP. I'm not decamping. I'm staying in PDP. All of a sudden, see, let it be that the presidency has actually weaponized Wike, because according to James Hadley Chase, he said too many fish in the pond will stay up the mud. If you go down, go reach, but I Tinubu no go see road again. Because Wike is attracting unnecessary bad political influence on the presidency. And the leadership of APC, national leadership of APC, have been calling Bola Tinubu to watch out for this guy. I remember now, what is he trying to say? If you look at what happened in River State, it was about, what's it called? Renew Hope, Rainbow Coalition. Do you know what that means? Wike can stay up the mud. But you see, Makinde, I advise him, don't go there. I know what he's trying to achieve, just like the same ideology I told you. When Bola Tinubu was busy planting structures in all the states, making sure that some of his men takes over structures in states and all that. That is what he's trying to do now. So that at the end of the day, it might likely stir up or trigger his presidential ambition, because Makinde is losing presidential ambition. Wike too is losing presidential ambition. But how do you do that? You look and say, okay, this one now I'm going to tackle it. And remember too, they have been warned about the Nigerian judiciary, because it seems to be the last cushion they are relaxing on now. The executive, they are relaxing, chair, they are relaxing now. After all, they can just tap on the judiciary, and before you know it, there's cross pronunciation. This one is not recognized, the other one is not recognized. Mike, they are conflicting court judgment over which faction of the PDP. Are you aware of that? Are you aware of that?
Which one is the genuine faction?
Mike, that's one.
Is it Wike?
That is what I'm talking about. I think they will get to that level of the federal high court. I'm telling you now that if you get to that level, when they go to the appeal, they go to the Supreme Court. Of course, and you can see.
Who will it favor between?
Boss, I cannot tell you, but we know that Nigerian judiciary is not independent. They are rigging institutions, we know. INEC and judiciary, and that is why the northern structure now is threatening INEC. We don't want anything that if you want to have anybody in INEC there, it must be so person.
Let me tell you the facts. Makinde has no capacity in Oyo State. People are already against him. This is coming from Udinadi Taiwo. Udinadi Chima says Tinubu has practically destroyed democracy in Nigeria.
Oga, not only destroying democracy in Nigeria, can Tinubu stand in the midst of Committee of Nations today and probably look at himself front and back and call himself a leader, a Democrat?
Someone that has been traveling up and down.
Do you think the way when he travel, how far? Do you see the way when he travel, how far? Is it because of the media they want to close it? Do you know how Erdogan was, removing a whole president, the most populous nation in Africa? No, Mike, don't you think it's enough embarrassment? And secondly, don't you cannot have an insight of what happens in Abuja or how we have been governed by incompetency and laziness. Because when you project this kind of people at the international media, at the world media, I have seen a president of the most populous nation in Africa being guided, being removed by a fellow leader. Imagine what will be happening in Abuja.
Some people say that's not the video, that's AI.
AI, then the Abigail Dabiri. Is that not her name? What is Abigail Dabiri? Don't you remember Abigail Dabiri? What did he say? She said she's surprised the way Nigerians reacted to Bola Ahmed collapse in Turkey. Do you understand that? You understand? And Mike, I'm not against that. No, it was guided. It was guided. It was guided. No, I agree.
Don't always use that as a point. Don't always use that. Anybody can get you fall. Anytime anybody can fall. So to me, it was guided in Turkey. And even the government of Turkey, they had to now probe the people that are in charge of the security there.
So did anybody touch him? Anybody touch him? Who they probe anybody? Is this anything like
all of you are looking for the fall of the president.
I'm not looking for his downfall. I'm not. No. See, Paul. No, I'm not looking for his downfall. No. See, what I'm saying here, Mike, another what you call Adnan. Please, Adnan, understand my own perspective. My perspective, see, is a working nation. Right, I repeat. Yes.
Is the nation not working? Say what? Is the nation not working? That is why they said, go and meet your governor. Go and meet your governor. That's what you say. Yeah, I have to say it. Because you guys need to know that. The president we have now, nobody know when he came and he conquered the military. The democracy you guys are enjoying now, in which every one of you are now, it was this same Tinubu that brought democracy. And let us enjoy the democracy as it is. I can tell you what where you are today, it was the president that brought you guys to where you are today. And people that does not know how the democracy came into being, you just join me, you jump into the event. To me, I want to ask a curious question. Mike, I don't know. I'm asking Mike whether he actually want to ask a curious question. No, Mike is asking you. You should have known. He can refer to Awolowo as if he was a man of them. That is understandable. When the rights, sorry that I have to go back to Obi issues. I have to, because the history will not be completed without Obi during the democracy time. When the loss of Obi was romancing Abacha, was doing business with Abacha, Tinubu was thinking of the Tinubu was the history is not completed without involving the Obi. The freedom we are having today is the president Bola Tinubu that brought this freedom. And I could hear some of these people that say the food is not, people are suffering. You see, my brother, don't ever pray for sufferness for you or your kinsmen. Don't ever pray for sufferness. Nobody is suffering in Nigeria at the way you are planting it, as if everybody is as it is.
You said nobody is suffering in Nigeria.
Are you living in Nigeria? The suffering they are crying now where they are projecting. They are projecting as if Nigeria is Sudan or Nigeria is what's it called. As it is now, I can tell you, there are people that are still hitting 3 square meal. Even the youth that know what there are a lot of jobs to be done in Lagos, except you are lazy. I myself, I do 2 jobs. I do agency. I come here for the platform. After the platform, dash to Ikeja to go and hustle. But when you don't hustle, you want government to just bring food on your table without working. That is my opinion. We cannot be on the same page. You can't bring your opinion is hurting other people. This has to do with street. You're dealing with national issues. You're bringing in sentiment. Is it how did Tinubu fight for democracy? How did Tinubu fight for democracy? Now, how can you talk about how under the dispensation of the Abacha, right? It was same this man in life. He put his life. At stake. When are you talking about Nadeko? Nadeko, yes. Are you not aware that recently Nadeko came out that the role he played in Nadeko is the sellout role, that he has been selling out to Nadeko. Maybe you key information. Nadeko as a player. So how did he put on them? Let me even take that support for democracy through Nadeko. Okay, now he's at the helm of affairs. Is this the democracy he fought for? Is this the democracy? I think you are in this country. Is this the democracy? I think you are not from. Somebody just said you are not from Japan. From here to South is 30,000 naira. 30,000 transportation. Yes. You are saying it's 30,000. And you said people are hustling for. I sell cars. I was a banker. I sell cars. I want to tell you hustling. Okay. Yesterday, pot of soup. I went to market with the mind that I have a business center. My business center is running where you can do printing and all. I sell cars. I'm telling you how the country is not working. I went to market with the mindset to cook egusi soup for a family of 5. I had 25,000 naira. I didn't plan to spend 25,000 naira for that pot of soup.
Oga, pot of egusi soup.
Yes, who they do?
25,000 naira.
Nigeria.
See, before I get money to transport, come on. Oga, see, the country is difficult, okay? You have to accept it. All these things you are saying, the country is difficult. No propaganda, no sentiment. These are people frustrating every day on the people. They never talk about it. People know what I'm saying. This matter. What dealing with the one going around that diminishing the president, the policy, one going around diminishing the president policy. And you are saying you are doing well. How about your children that is coming, your generation to come? You have I'm happy the people are listening to you. I mean, say you guys are just on there to diminish the president, to diminish everybody can come in and I'm having my own opinion too. The people that are to public domain does not make sense. You can't tell me the own doesn't make sense. No, own is not making sense likewise. People are hungry. Are you hungry? I said I'm hungry. I want to live there with 25,000 with a pot of soup. Go and challenge those people that are making life difficult for me. You can't tell all this is one challenge. It's as a bot that is as a bot. Don't you know how Nigerians are greedy? Don't you know how Nigerians are greedy? That we're selling under Jonathan, that were selling at you. They did exploit people that time. It's not that under the government of democracy that they are now exploiting Nigerians. They don't want to hear me. Was it the secondary school you attended? I didn't know you. Is this same school that you attended? You are still attending. I didn't know you. There won't be growth in your life. There won't be growth in your life. What is growing? Economy. One man said the economy, Nigerian economy is boosting up. But we never see it because we are aware that Tinubu government paid $9 million for propaganda. Yes. Can you prove it? Yes. Can you see what is the public domain? Gave $9 million. You know what that is? Gave $9 million to what they call it? Even for propaganda to work on US president that Nigerian government are working on the Christian genocide that is going on in Nigeria. The federal government is supporting, is working around it. A US citizen has been in Nigeria, unknown to them, forgotten to them. A US citizen has been in Nigeria, has been in Benue, watching all of these things. He just completed buildings for people in Benue, displaced people that were Christians that were displaced. Justified. Thank God. Are you from Benue? I think I'm not from Benue. I'm from Nigeria. So Benue is a state. If you are not from Benue, yes, you don't need to just go through that Benue. Why? The freedom in Benue. The Benue, right? Whatever he said today, all of us, you know, he's the guys that and he's managing himself. He's got a hold. And say where Tinubu is going around, he's managing himself. Take it up. I have to check him because I don't know. Now you go check it out. This one is yes. Okay, if you call this one a full of if you call a full of that's why I'm holding it. I don't know. No, it's no man. He said Wellers, hear me. Yes, when will Nigeria ever be for them? When will Nigeria order your PDP? You fail wholeheartedly. You became an orphan. You became a political orphan. What are you doing? What are you doing? Tell me what you have to
How much of the price all around? What are your job you're doing? You're jobless. Wait, how much is how much is dollar? My joy is that how much of policy with a contrary opinion. Yes, you are the only person. Yes, that should tell you something. Okay, the only person with a contrary. Jesus Christ come today, he will never satisfy you. Let him come. You know that. If you are from Benue, look at how Benue President Tinubu transformed the killings has been good. When you don't read, you say go and see what is going on. Go down there and see what is going on. What are you now saying? This man is not a fool. There's something wrong. Anywhere there's something wrong with you. You're playing a Canadian boy, and I support that. It is America that helped us to come and fight terrorists. Our tax they gave it to France. You understand? There is no food in the land. When you are coming here, we are talking about Turkish. You are talking about somebody. You are talking about this government does for you. What does this government do for you? The reason I'm disappointed is that if somebody with an SUV, if somebody with an SUV had parked and is defending Tinubu, I can understand. For somebody who is from the streets to come here and defend a government that has impoverished the people, to defend a government that has impoverished the people, I don't understand. Is that what? He doesn't want to talk. I know, sir. I have been to Benue before. I have been to Benue before. I know. Benue is the food of the nation. You understand? When food are very cheap in Benue, until the Fulani and the experts begin to feed them, things become very difficult. All and water, sir. You see them. You see how Tinubu gave you job or not? Are you not collecting? Listen.
20K for you this morning. Ordinary time. 20K for you.
Mr. Thank you. May God let them see the light of the day. We will keep telling them, Mr. Adolade, we will keep telling them until they will hear, because these people, they have been poisoned, political poison, so they don't want to listen to anything. But we will keep telling them. I will be here telling them, and they cannot do me anything. It's my opinion. It's my opinion. I know good news. Hold on.
All right. I'm not giving you. You want to say something, right?
What is the
okay. Anything want to say?
Are you eating that? See, I want to. You are saying Mr. Good news. You see, the people Kule have. He says he eat 3 square meals. It's a lie. You are complete failure. Kule, you are a failure. I don't know what everybody here. I don't know why we are participating every day, controversial every day. I don't know. Kule, I swear before God Almighty God, why you are supporting this government is that you are eating from their bloody ingrate. The government gave you job. The government never gave you job. The government never gave you job. It's not a study. It's not a study. It's not a job. I am using my business. You are building a Canadian government. Hello. Give me job. Is he a favor?
I was obstructed.
I was obstructed. I was obstructed by yes. So, Mike, it's a good thing that we share our opinion here on this platform. But what we're saying that we are praying and hoping that things will transform for better for every Nigerian, That's my candid opinion on that. And the government should not see criticism as something that can never be looked into. Criticism is the mirror of the government to correct any inadequacies. And that is what's supposed to be. Anything outside that, of course, even the government under Jonathan was being criticized by Bola Tinubu. So whether he's in court today, because he called Bola Tinubu criminal. But the same Bola Tinubu called Jonathan names, called Obasanjo's names. But today, nobody wants to hear or see that this administration is being criticized. But how would you justify the criticism under Jonathan by the same Bola Tinubu? That's my take on that.
Thank you so much. Please can you come forward? Come forward. All right, you have another 20K from Mookie grades.
Wow.
Grade 20K, ordinary 20K, that's 40,000.
Yeah, thank you, sirs. Thank you. God bless you all. We are here to let our people that are deformed, we are here to let them be informed. That is what. I will not mind about that. Thank you. God bless you. Thank you. We are not surprised. He can even. Why are you giving him 2020? I don't give him 100,000. 1 million. We challenge you. Give him 100,000. Criminals are in this government. That's what we are saying. There are criminals that are benefiting from this government. There is hungry everywhere. Everybody are hungry. Those that are benefiting from the bad governance, those that are benefiting from the bad governance are the ones giving money out. You guys are the devilish, wicked government. Devilish government. Wicked. Only one person. Only you. They need to check you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. I think there's a young boy here and he has message. There's a young, because of our time, just to quickly allow him to speak. There's a young boy here and he has message for the nation. Message for who? For Mazin Namdekano. Oh, message for Mazin Namdekano. All right. The young boy here has message for Mazin Namdekano. All right. You can start. Is there anything you want to say, Mazin Namdekano? You want to sing or what?
Yes.
All right.
G-Rich kid. Yeah, freedom is coming. All I hear is victory songs. Crown to him who refused to give up in the face of oppression. The tears and pains has gotten to Elohim, the God known for justice. For him may seem to be in charge, but the Red Sea has parted already. All I hear is the rising sun chanting, Chukole Budalu, Afo Unko, Eke Ori. Freedom is coming. Chikoki Kya, Bioma has risen. Freedom is coming. Oh, freedom is coming. I'm going to show me the law is now famous to me. The law never existed. That same mean existed law was used to imprison a freedom fighter. Everything he said about Nigeria came to pass before our eyes. Now he's a prisoner of conscience. How long shall we continue in this ideological genocide, fooling ourselves in the community of nations? He has divided against himself, cannot stand. Darkness may endure for a night, but joy comes in the morning. The morning is for the rising sun. All I hear is freedom coming. For Unko, aka freedom is coming. Chikoki Kya, Bioma has risen. Freedom is coming. Oh, freedom is coming. And let me take your mind back. How it all started. He never seeked his own. He wanted a Nigeria that works for all. call for a referendum, opportunity that allows every indigenous community to negotiate their place in the first union. The failed British experiments for business refused. This is his identity, and he was thrown to Eastern governors, devouring lions, backstabber, sole competitor, and smell of calumny begun. Bola's governors never saw the good. All that mattered to them was political stance and politics, trying to jeopardize Bella initiative. But even said no. His name is Mazen Amdekanu for a reason. Nelson Mandela, who never broke down or lost any word to oppressors. Now listen, President Trump, God gave you that second Trump to blow that trumpet. Your first Trump made Jerusalem rescue over Israel. That qualifies you trusted, and the world didn't end. This second Trump make it a rising sun, and your man of his fame will be loved for generations to come. All I hear is freedom coming. And for Unko, aka freedom is coming. Chikoki Kia, Brahma has risen, freedom is coming. Oh, freedom is coming.
All right, thank you so much. That was a great song. Very, very good song. What's the name?
Chiwe.
G Wen.
Yeah.
From which state?
Benin City.
Benin City. Edo State.
Edo State.
Edo State. So you're from Edo
Okay,
State.
yes.
All right.
Okay,
It's your son, right?
yes, he's my son and I'm his manager. He's a singer, he's an artist.
Okay.
He has done series of songs. He did African Soldiers and a lot of songs. So this song he just performed now came from a dream he had. He had a dream where he had an encounter with he saw Nnamdi Kanu in the dream and saw a lot of things in the dream. He is specifically sent to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. As he's here, there is a specific message given to him to give to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So this song he just sang is the depict of the dream that he had.
And he has been able to convey it, right? He was able to send the message
No,
through the song, right?
not exactly. There's an aspect that he is told in the dream to deliver
a message to
one-on-one.
One-on-one
Yes,
to Mazi Nnamdi
yes,
Kanu.
yes.
All right, IPOB. I'm sure IPOB members are watching this. They are watching as we speak. Okay, yeah, I can see a message here. Somebody has 50K for you. Say Robert Uche, Michael, 50K for the brother for another pot of egusi soup. All right, let's clap for. All right, thank you so much. I appreciate Robert Uche.
We thank you very much, Mr. Uche. We are very, very grateful. One of the reasons we came here is he wants to meet with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We know that is not a popular. It's not a popular. What I mean is that with the state of Nigeria, that is a very sensitive demand.
He wants to meet with
He wants to meet with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We need support.
I know supporters of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu are watching right now, and IPOB people too. They are also watching the program. We have Igbos watching, from Abia, from Enugu, from Imo State. They are all watching the program. So I know some of them will reach out to me. Okay. All right, thank you so much. So I appreciate Mr. Robert Uche for the money.
Mr. Robert Uche, we are very grateful. 50K is a lot of money. We are very, very grateful for that.
All right, so you need to go and prepare another egusi soup. All right. We appreciate all our esteemed viewers. We say a big thank you to you for joining this live broadcast. If you're watching for the first time, this is City Stand. Kindly subscribe to the channel. It's very, very important. Also, like the program. Smash the like button. Comment on what we are discussing today. If you're watching the program after this live broadcast, you have the opportunity to also put the comments in the comment section. I'm Michael at the media of the program. The man already said 100K is the minimum. Okay, hands down. All right, you have the opportunity to drop your comments in the comment section after this live broadcast. We say a big thank you to you. And thank you to the Chima. We appreciate you. The great one. We appreciate your presence. But another time, that's Big T Prince. The fish, we say a big thank you to you. Udeze Chima from Italy, we appreciate your engagement. We have Baba Yaga here, we say a big thank you to you. Thank you for joining us, Andrew Ogujimi. Pride, Williams Okameme from UK, we say a big thank you to you. All it says for the past 15 months, President Bola Tinubu has reportedly withdrawn 100 billion naira from the federal government account without Senate approval. All right. Oh, it goes on. I'm still expected to believe this is a government we can't. This is a government we can trust to work for the people. Oh, all right. Thank you so much, everyone. Like I said earlier on, we'll be back here tomorrow with more interesting stories. This is where the opinions of people matter. Yeah, the opinions of people count here, and that's why we come here every morning to dish out information concerning Nigeria. Stay safe. Goodbye. We'll see you tomorrow.